We're doing a pick a card reading that is based on how people from your past see you now. It's going to be a little glimpse into how they saw you back then. And then we'll dive into who they were to you back then to give you clues on who this could be. If you came here about a specific person or a specific group, that's what this section will be for. And then we'll do a comparison to how they view you now and what's most shocking to them about your current state. Okay? Okay. And then we'll also give a little bit more information in regards to hints, tips, tricks, clues, signs, symbols, synchronicities that let you know more info on who this could be. And then we round it all off with an intuitive message for you. I accidentally just knocked my water bottle, so it's doing a little sound cleansing for us. Okay, so we have three groups. The photo is available on the thumbnail, but also I will hold the cards up now. Group number 1 is this Neo Soul Babe card. Group number 2 is this Social Justice Babe card, but in the reversed position very specifically. And group number 3 is this card that states your guides are helping you through this, but it's in the reverse as well. Group 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to hold it so that the light is like equally on both, all of them. Also, I'm trying a little different sound in the background. This is like wind chimes. I was just going for the wind chimes, but then it had some extra stuff with it. So I was like, you know what? Let's just see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Group 1 is Neo Soul Babe. Group 2 is Social Justice. Group 3, the guides are helping you through this. 1, 2, and 3. And again, it's available to see on the thumbnail of this video, where all you have to do is go to my channel. So click on my name or my picture, and then go to my videos, most specifically the live tab, and it will show you the thumbnail. These are your options. And let's go ahead and get into it. Timestamps. Group number 1, you select the Neo Soul Babe, okay? You can read that. We'll see if anything stands out specifically about this card. But with this card being your signifying card for group number 1 about how people from your past see you now, this card was pulled with the intention of their overall perception of you. So you could have earthy vibes to you. You could be laid back, chill, natural, or into earthy, hands-on things like knitting, crocheting, a lot of DIY things, doing it yourself. You could be into thrifting. What else? Yes, very down-to-earth, mellow, chill, grounded, introspective. Could be an introvert to yourself. This is how they are seeing you now, just based on intuitive pulls from this card here. But let's dive further into it. So let's get some insight on how they viewed you back then. This is the most prominent energy that needs to come through. Let's see. We have power. I love this image so much. I love. Bottom of that, solitude. bottom of the deck, woman holding a heart. Yin yang is what came out. And again, this is clarifying how they viewed you back then. Okay, so back then, extremely intimidating in some way, shape, or form, powerful, literally of the word power here, compelling, magnificent, almost popular in a sense, but not in the traditional like sunshine, rainbows, butterflies kind of popular way. Popular because of that power, because of the independence, because of the sense of self, because of your balanced energy. And balanced is focusing more so on your ability to flip from this to that, switch from this to that, but remain in your power wholeheartedly, and no matter the circumstance or situation, no matter what was required of you in that moment, you always remained solid. That's a good way to say it, solid. And that's the intimidation factor here. Yeah, like I'm over here stumbling over my words and stuff. Like, definitely back then, they definitely perceived you to be intimidating in a self-assured and powerful way. Okay, let's see their relation to you. This could be specific people or groups, as if you're referring to like old classmates or friends, whatever it may be. Temperance. This is feeling like more than one person. People close to your age within like 4 to 6 years. And they were perceived as, like, you would say that they were more out there than you were at this time. Like, what I'm really getting here is like you perceiving them as someone close to your age, but I would never do that at this age, or like seeming a bit ahead of their time and not in the best way, like kids that are drinking before they're of age, you know? So this could be, if I had to guess, I would say like high school-ish. Adolescence seems to be standing out. Doesn't have to be though, because you could have just been perceiving them as immature or childish in this way based on whatever that wild thing or aspect of them seems to be. Yeah, overall, their relation to you, you would feel like they are like, if I'm being honest, I'm picking up on like the term, they're faster than you. Like they move and do everything faster than you. Like, you know what, I'm gonna take my time, y'all. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they are in a better or worse position just because they're moving faster, okay? But that's how you would describe them. Okay, so I'm trying to help you paint the picture to see who they were in relation to you back then. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This could be in regards to romantic interests, relations, or there could have been a lot of romantic things going on, relations. Okay, let's continue to dive into this and how they see you now. Also, before I get into how they see you now, I have to make sure that I emphasize what I meant by this. Like, when you have this intimidating and powerful energy and very strong and independent as they perceived you back then, when I say intimidating, I mean like they might have tried to classify you as like weird or, again, like outside of them, the in group or the popular or the whatever you want to deem it as. And I'm using these terms loosely, okay? So don't shoot the messenger. But basically, they almost feared your power. I want to stress that, okay? Like, it just, you have like it seems like you were brooding like a storm. Okay, let's see. How they view you now. This is a different imagery for sure. Let's see. How they view you now. So your first card said change. This one says journey. New bottom of the deck energy, please. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's really their perspective. Okay. So how they view you now is like the complete opposite side, that the other end of that spectrum. So instead of like deep, dark, brooding, and intimidating, now it's like rainbow sunshine, butterflies, having a great time. But the reason why I think it's interesting is because some might want to say that this is like a form of manipulation or like you being deceitful. Yeah, we have the magician in the position of what shocks them the most here is like how you manage to just completely, like, I'm seeing them talk about you like picking yourself up. Like you were, I don't know why I'm seeing it like a slant here. Like you were here and then you just like brought it all the way up here. Like it's elevated. And that's what shocks them is like, how did you get from here to there? How did we manage to do this? How do we manage to do that? But yeah, there definitely is this vibe here where they feel like now you are deceptive because you seem to be, they're like looking at it like squinty eyed and be like, too nice. Something like that. Okay. Oh, I just realized you have 222 in your reading. It's 22 over on the back then, how they viewed you side, and there's a 2 over here on the how they view you now side. So also, that kind of makes me believe too, where they're like, okay, they used to have this double-sided energy. Where did that go? Like, where did that go? Literally, the journey is like, wait, where'd they go? Where did that go? So that is what leaves this skeptic kind of energy. Like, what happened to that? For some of you, this could have been a specific moment in time. If you're asking about like a particular moment from people in your past that like you guys experienced together, if you're asking about that specific moment, it might have been like an intense moment that had like all eyes on you or showed a different side of you. So now they're kind of like, okay, like where did that side of this person go? Because they seem to be on the other side of it. So what was that? Okay, big it is projection. So I also want to stress too, I put in the thumbnail that people's opinions of you change all the time. Their perception shifts. So don't take it too seriously. Okay. Now I'm getting some tea leaf cards to give you clues on who this could be, just to dive into it a little bit further. Lion says time to act. Any of these letters, words, pictures could be signs for you. Only one at a time, please. Not unsuccessful plans. That's a rope, by the way. A little rope. And we have tree, affairs with your family. Okay, so specifically could be someone in your family tree, lineage, etc., etc. And then we have dog, protection from powerful friends. Okay, so those are signs, symbols, synchronicities on clues to who it could be. That's for you personally. Okay, and then let's get an intuitive message for you. And then We have Amazonite, life purpose. I am fully aligned to and living my life purpose. Okay. So for some of you, this could have literally been like a rebellious phase, stage, moment of your life. No matter how long that moment extended, but overall, from back then to now, there's this transition of lightening up, like picking, like literally I talked about like that incline, like picking yourself up or lightening up. This could be like uplifting your frequency, especially with the Neo Soul Babe at the being your signifying card, and also that song "Good Days" by SZA is included in it. It seems like you've found better, brighter, good days. And again, like this power card over here, it could be interpreted as a couple of things, because it could be like people felt like you were brooding and didn't know if it was a good or bad thing, or like it could just be talking about your sense of power, your sense of self, your determination, and just fierceness. Yeah, like a lion that came out here. It's like a fierceness to you. Some may have perceived one way in a heavier sense. Others may have just seen it as fierceness, and now they see you as lightened up or done something constructive with that energy. Okay. And especially with this being your last card here, they could feel as though you have used this process and it's kind of mellowed you out to finding your life purpose, or it's at least led you to something very close to the realm of your highest self, your life purpose. Especially with Neo Soul Babe, I'm going to read these off to you. But Amazonite is a crystal that you might want to look into. That's what it looks like. Look at the properties. You might see something you need to know. Amazonite, again, life purpose. I am fully aligned to and living my purpose. And your Neo Soul Babe card says, Good Days, SZA, that's the song. Head rap queen, modern hippie, loves 90s R&B, does cute things without knowing, light worker, sassy angel. See, I'm glad that they included sassy angel, because it's giving that, like, where did that energy go? Well, it just shows up differently. It's not necessarily gone. That could be also what these twos are representing here as well. Like maybe these twos kind of came into union as yin and yang. These two parts make up a whole. Maybe that's the concept here, is like you were going on this journey, on this quest, trying to figure out how to integrate the two together, and you found that balance now. Okay. And it's brought an extensive change across all arenas of your life. Okay. This is all that I have for my group number ones. As I say that, it's 111 people in here. So, hey, hi, hello. Ones could be significant. The number one. Let's go ahead and clean up this so we can dive into group number two. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for being present during the live. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. And we're off to group number two. Group number two on the 19th minute on the Dizot. 19th minute on the Dizot for group number two, who has the Social Justice Babe Bratz Oracle card, but it came in the reverse. I'll hold that up there so you can look at it. I'll read it later. Let's go ahead and dive into group number two's reading to see how people from your past see you now. Let's do a little sound cleansing. No, that was no coinkydink. Interesting. Because with the little intuitive sound healing that I just did, there was hesitation in this space of challenges, where the sound refers to challenges. There was a spaciness there. And you have the Social Justice Babe. So this has something to do with balancing out equations, traumas, challenges, seeing things through, but we don't know what side of the spectrum we're on yet. This could be handling these things with grace or feeling like there's a struggle. We're going to find out. So social justice, babe, but it's in the reverse. There feels like this energy coming from this card. This is representing how they view you overall. That's what I pulled this card with the intention of. And with it being the social justice babe in the reverse, I'm feeling like there's something less combative, stubborn, or argumentative about you. Maybe more passive, or seeing things from a different light, or seeing things in a different way. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's dive into it. Let's see how they viewed you back then. We have the pleasure card coming out. How they viewed you back then. We have the anxiety card out. How they viewed you back then. Yeah, okay. I think this one's pretty straightforward, but we'll see, because there could be a little plot twist in there. But back then, with pleasure, anxiety, and the Seven of Wands, back then people saw you as someone who found joy in arguing, or found pleasure in creating struggle, or something about the word animosity, like hosting animosity. Whether it be, basically it's just giving this a drama vibe. Okay, drama. Like, we love the drama. We love anything negative. We love anything that's like causing trouble, whether it be for me or for them. Like, we love that action. This is how they viewed you back then. Y'all let me know in the comment section if that's accurate or true. Group number 2, you let me know. Let me know. Okay, but let's see their relation to you back then, so that we can get a glance to see, is this someone from school, a friend, a past lover, etc., etc. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Let's see. You guys. Yeah, I just picked up on same dad. You guys may not have met until later in life or something like that. That's very specific, not for everybody. Don't take it if it doesn't fit, okay? What else here? Their relation to you back then. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Death card reverse. Yeah, like, this is someone that was always there. Like, you couldn't avoid them. You couldn't get rid of them. This could be a parent, a sibling, a guardian, a teacher. But yeah, like, they shared similar spaces to you. Again, sibling could be thrown in the mix too. Okay, but let's continue expanding into how they view you now and do a little compare, contrast, see what other info comes out. We have community with the butterflies. Yeah, like, they're like, oh, look at them. Learning to get along with people, learning to bond, or to whatever. Let's see. Yeah, as I say that, I split the deck to caring connections. Let's see. Rest and rejuvenation. This is what the card looks like. Yeah, that is so interesting. And also, when it fell out, it fell on top of the anxiety card. So you went from anxious to calm, cool, and collected, to a people person, from a more selfish kind of energy here, like, or even like greedy, like mine, me only, to now it's like a we. Okay. Let's get a new bottom of the deck energy, because that's the same from before. If the cards would stop spazzing, please. Okay. New bottom of the deck energy there. Patience. Yeah, they see that you've relaxed and you've developed a sense of patience. You're more willing to listen is something that I'm getting here. You have a great listening ear. Let's see how they view you now. This card is going to represent what shocks them the most about you. Judgment. Okay, so for some of you, what shocks them the most about you is your spiritual development, the evolution, or something that really changed you. Eight of Pentacles here. This could be also you stepping up into a leadership role or position, or you working up to something, or you becoming a parent, a guardian, or taking on some sort of a responsibility here. And that allowing it to, and then allowing it to calm you. There's this vibe here of like, you talk about angsty. I don't even know, like whenever this time period was from when they're viewing you in the past. Oh, the number 18 is here because so it could literally be when you were 18. It doesn't have to be, but that is specifically coming through. Also, there's a progression here. I'm seeing 18, 19, 20 on these cards. So this could have been a smooth transition to where it's kind of like you just gracefully did this. Like there was no major change in your life itself. Okay, so maybe for some of you, it's not necessarily like you got married or you did anything too drastic, but you just kind of like gradually grown in a way. Okay, and the way that you went about it, just something graceful and unexpected about it. Like, and again, it's like so seamless. That's what it is. There's like this confusion, this question mark on how seamless this transition, this flow was. Oh, okay. Needle, thread, a sincere wish will be granted. These cards are sign symbols and synchronicities that are meant to give you hints and tips and tricks on who this could be. So needles and threads could be relevant. Clothing could be relevant. And it says a sincere wish will be granted. Any of those words could be relevant. Okay. Other sign symbols and synchronicities, please. Nest. I specifically said something about family because it says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. It could, again, be someone that you've lived with, someone in your family, someone that you know, someone that you're close with. And then we have older man, dealing with a relationship with an older man. Could be an older man in your family. For some of you specifically, there could be something like you took a hand-me-down, or you own something of theirs, or you tailor-made something of theirs. We have temporary situation. Could have lived with them for a short time. And this is an intuitive message for you. Ancient Wisdom Crystal, which says, Ancient Wisdom, I am an expression of the powerful ancient wisdom of my soul. It guides me through life. Oh, and look at that. At the bottom of the deck is the word transformation, which is what that seems to really capture whoever these people are from your past. The effortlessness of the transformation and how it just kind of seemed like it was embedded, like it was prompted, it was right on time, but it didn't require an announcement. There's something, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's something about it that didn't require an announcement, or it didn't make itself obvious. It just kind of seemed like it happened overnight. Okay? That's the word that we was looking for. That's it. It wasn't announced. Okay? But also, it's interesting because saying that it wasn't announced and then to have the judgment card clarifying the part of the reading that shocks them the most about you. Judgment to me is a quiet confidence, something that can't be ignored. So an announcement all in itself, but a quiet announcement that didn't require like, hear ye, hear ye. It didn't require the same commotion as before. They could have even thought that in the past you were like demanding energy, demanding attention, and just doing the most, quite frankly. Y'all let me know. I'm just a reader, but y'all let me know. You feel like they were judging you a little harshly, or you're like, nah, Tay, I definitely was a little dramatic. Let me know. I'm very curious to see. It's also interesting to take note of how we may perceive ourselves very differently than other people do. Okay, okay. That's all for group number 2 today. And now we're getting ready to dive into group number 3 on the 31st minute. Group number 3, you chose this card. It came in the reverse, but I'm going to show it to you upright. It says, your guides are helping you through this. And there it is, group number 3. Okay, so we're going to be diving into this reading to find out how people from your past view you now by dipping into how they saw you back then, and then dipping into how they were related to you back then, whether this be just one person or a group of people that you're coming to ask this question about. And then we're going to compare it to how they view you now, get some more hints, tips, tricks, signs, and little synchronicities on who this could be, and a final message to wrap up for you. So I'm not really getting much from yours intuitively. Why is that? Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Because I pulled this card with the intention of it revealing how they perceive or view you now. And for the card to be coming through kind of quiet, you yourself could be very quiet or ducked off, not easily visible, not easily seen. You could be someone who's not on social media too much. Even if you have social media, maybe you just aren't on it much, or you don't post much, something like that here. Okay, let's dive into it. Let's talk about how they viewed you back then. How they viewed you back then. We have embracing. How they viewed you back then. Second chakra or sacral chakra. Okay. Okay. Okay, so how they viewed you back then. Stoic, very much to themselves, well controlled, not too talkative. You were the one who was deemed as creative, but creative but not popular based on that creativity. Meaning you were kind of like standing alone in your own field or your own arena. Some of you, like, I'm seeing like someone who could juggle or do something like that wasn't necessarily like a sport, you know, like it's not like, oh yeah, group number 3 like played football or soccer or this or that. You kind of did something really well solely on your own. This could be painting, this could be music, this could be some form of artistry. For some of you, it's got to do with beats. Like you could have been like a DJ or started DJing or something at a young age, or just really into music at a young age here. Let's see. That's very specific. It doesn't have to be music. So now let's see their relation to you back then. 3 of Wands. They were distant friends, distant relatives. They were not close to you, that's for sure. They were just like onlookers. 7 of Swords. Yeah, okay, definitely. Okay, so this could definitely be social media, because maybe you were once active on social media. Whenever back then was, or you could have been active on, we'll insert something here where you post your art, your music, your this, your that. And you just seem to be like in some sort of creative flow here, and people were watching and observing this, like seeing what was going on. Da, 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 da. let's see. I'm feeling like there's a need to really get into the comparison and contrast here. Okay, so now let's dive into how they view you now. How they view you now. Okay. How they view you now. And this card is going to represent what is most shocking to them about you now. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's exactly what I was picking up on. Okay, we have the Strength card here at the bottom of the deck. So in the place of how they view you now, you have the card Focus, Turn to the Side, 5th chakra or the throat chakra, and the 5 of Pentacles. So how they view you now, you literally, damn, you went from like, it's so crazy how these colors go from like warm tones like yellows, oranges, and then to blues and greens. Okay, so you're definitely being viewed as someone who went from like hot to cold. Like you were doing something really heavily, and now you seem to be definitely focused on something else that has you you've shifted, you've pivoted. Could be 3 years between this time frame of then and now, because we have the number 36 here and the number 39, and also the 3 of Wands is here, so the number 3 is significant for sure. For this group, like everything here is like a multiple of 3 right now. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and get more signs, symbols, synchronicities on who this could be that we are seeing you through the lens of. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Someone's name could be Angel. This imagery could be relevant, or any of the words on this card could be relevant. Okay. Let's see what else. Other signs, symbols, and synchronicities, please, for my group number 3s on who this person, group, or whomever could be from the past, viewing them this way. We have Bat, take care, enemies are working against you. Okay. Again, imagery, words, letters, anything like that could be significant to you. Oh. For some of you, this could be someone or something that you like stopped talking to, or something that you stopped doing to protect yourself. Okay. And we have the Sun, happiness and well-being. Yeah, to protect your happiness and well-being. That was very specific. Mountain, major challenge to overcome at the bottom of the deck. And this card is a intuitive message to you, and then we're going to zoom out and zoom in and see what else comes in. Okay. Golden calcite inspiration. I am inspired in all that I do. And it fell on top of the past energy here. Bottom of the deck is power animal. My power animal supports, guides, and loves me throughout my life. Okay, so it's interesting because in the space where in the past you were like hot, on fire, doing something, creating something, you have this bird here just chilling, just vibing. But then on the side where your energy is deemed as more cool, calm, and collected and not really doing too much, you have this fierce animal in the snow. So there's something here in regards to back then you were coasting and it was easy to do something or to create something or to whatever this may be. But now it requires more effort, so you might do it less often or something like this here. There's like this, you've gone MIA, or you're missing, or people are missing you, okay? Or they just don't see you. They don't know what you're up to, okay? And again, signs, symbols, synchronicities, angel, bat, sun. Those things can be relevant to you. I feel like I have to show you again. Angel, bat, sun. Okay, so this message seems to be relevant to inspiration. Okay. This doesn't necessarily seem like a good or bad thing that you've like gone hot to cold, because there's this implication with this inspiration card that makes it seem like you can turn it back on whenever you want to. And I think that's why this card came out in the space of an intuitive message for you, inspiration. So you can expect to be coming into new inspiration in whatever regard that this is. Okay. And also I want to state too that these people that we're referring to, from their perspective, they are expecting more from you. Okay. There's definitely this, like, this is the execution. This is the planning. They're like, what are they planning? Okay. So people are definitely curious to see what you got going on, which is why you have this card here that was in the reverse. It says your guides are helping you through this. It's because they're like, they don't see you doing anything specific, but they just have a feeling, an inkling that you've got something on the horizon. This is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to do a TAYliens message just based on a message that needs to find you today. TAYliens messages just for my subscribers only. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay. All right, so let me get the timestamp for my TAYliens. Let's just put 42 minutes. Okay, so TAYliens message that was meant to find my subscribers here today. TAYliens message that was meant to find my subscribers here today. What message was meant to find my subscribers here today? A new cycle is starting. Get ready. But she don't look like she's ready. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So it's interesting. I just said a new cycle is starting, but she doesn't look like she's ready. And then we have disagreement here. So there could be some sort of new beginning or something that you disagree with. Like if you're creating plans or getting something off of the ground, you could be like backtracking or like redoing a contract, something like this. Let's see, what is this about? We have trust here. We have the number 51, healer of the ages. The chariot. Oh, the 9 of wands. It reversed itself. And the king of pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the queen of cups. So to say that there's a new cycle starting, and I was like, oh, she don't look like she ready, and then the bottom of the deck said a disagreement. It's almost as if you're like feeling like something is too good to be true. Or like, yeah, like a blessing or an opportunity. You're like trying to figure out, can it be trusted? Should I move forward with this? Because it's almost like something seems too easy or hard to believe. Yeah, okay. Aquarius energy comes out with Uranus, the number 12, and Leo energy. Yeah, there's like this disbelief that there's a questioning of self or a questioning of a situation, but it kind of feels more like a situation where you're questioning yourself, your capabilities, For some of you, you're like, I don't know if I can fulfill this promise, or I don't know if I can, I don't know if I could hold out. I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do that. Let me get one more. Oh, wow. That was so fast. Rhodochrosite looks like this. Oh my gosh, y'all, this card says self-acceptance. As I just said, it feels like doubt within self. I fully accept myself and know that I am worthy of great things in life. So this is what's being reconstructed at this time, is about your self-beliefs, like beliefs about self, what you can achieve, what you can accomplish, what you can do, the places you can go, the things you can see, new potential for possibilities and beginnings, because I'm seeing like these little things here in front of me that are red, and it feels like targets or small new beginnings that seem hard to get to. If you practice, okay, archery, like Sagittarius energy, if you practice aiming for those little red spaces, practice will eventually pay off. That's a metaphor for someone. Like the more that you practice aiming for those small red targets, the larger the dot, the red seems to be, because you just get better with it. Also with Uranus energy out here, test your luck is also something that's coming through here, especially with Leo in 12th house. It's like a lucky streak or a lucky strike or a lucky go at something. Seems lucky, but it's not lucky. It's like it's been some sort of preparation up until this point. So there's something here about self-belief, self-acceptance, taking a chance and aiming for some sort of target until that dot is not so intimidating. It's giving this vibe of shoes to fill, and you're like, oh, those shoes are kind of big, you know, I don't know, I don't know if I can rise to the occasion. This is big on self-acceptance. That card came out like really quick. Let's see if we can get another one. Anything to pair with this? Anything to pair with this? Ooh. Okay. What wants to be paired with it? Is dreams. Okay, yeah. So self-belief, self-acceptance when it comes to dreams. This is Herkimer. Let's see, imagery. I am constantly manifesting my dreams into reality. Self-acceptance and self-belief. Okay. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck is self-love with rose quartz. Y'all, like, I'm going to read this again. Self-acceptance. I fully accept myself and know that I am worthy of great things in life, like your dreams. I am constantly manifesting my dreams into reality. You are combining these here. And for some of you, coming into opportunities or perspectives and or creating opportunities to initiate this, or you are affirming this into your life and it's signifying shifts and changes for you. Okay, so that's all that I have. Let's go ahead and pull our classic closers. We have the universe wants you to keep on. Prosperity is closer than you think, and it landed on top of Hero of the Ages, and that's like my Jesus card. So it's like it says faith, and the universe wants you to keep on going. That's like God written all over it. Okay, one more. And then we have the confusion card coming in sideways, and it literally landed on top of the Leo card, the Leo symbol when I rolled the dice. And to me, that's again, that's self-doubt. And the only way to work through self-doubt is through pushing yourself through whatever it is that you're doubting. Okay. And then we also have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. I specifically talked about Sagittarius energy, and here it is. Doesn't she look like practice made her perfect? She just kept shooting that arrow until she was crowned perfect. Okay. And a keyword to leave you with. A keyword to leave you with. Style. Your keyword is style. So this has something to do with personal style, yourself. Okay? Something that you need to accept about your personal style. Something that you need to accept about the style in which you go about accomplishing or achieving your dreams or your goals. Last thing, love card with rose quartz. I approve of myself and love myself deeply and completely. And you better believe it, embrace it, affirm it. Ta-ta. Bye.